What is going on? We are back again here on Twitch. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thanks so much for spending some time with your boy. Again, we got to keep the games rocking and rolling up in this piece, and I can't wait to see how this one goes down. As always, don't go anywhere. We got a couple more games left in week number 7, and we're going to start out with a game that should be pretty familiar if you've been keeping up with the United Bowls in this league. Charlotte at Huntington Beach is going to be the matchup for tonight to close out the doubleheader. Should be a pretty interesting one, as I mentioned earlier in the chat. A lot of big movements between these two teams. Both of the quarterbacks swapped. The top tight end, Vic Dotson, he's now Huntington Beach. He's playing his former team. Norman Martell, a late trade going into the season. He ended up getting traded from Charlotte to Huntington Beach as well. Tyler Dethridge won 3 championships with the big homies in Huntington Beach, and he's going to be playing with Doc Boone. So a lot of big feels in this ball game, as you already know. Don't go anywhere, and you already know, getting that giveaway exclamation point USFA. And outside of that, I think we can get this game rolling. I'm ready if y'all ready. Let's go ahead and hit that play game button. Let's go ahead and get this thing popping. Best of luck to all of the teams this week, especially the ones that played. Make sure you watch that game that happened earlier. DC came through with the big boy victory. Came back down 20-0 in the first quarter, or in the first half. Ended up coming back to win that game, as we're going to see the return. Vic Dotson cutting around to get to about the 25-yard line or so. And that's going to go ahead and put Huntington Beach onto the field. Let's go ahead and get into it. First and 10 coming up here. That's going to be a penalty real quick. Going to be in favor of Charlotte. Looks like that's going to be a false start. That's going to make it 1st and 15 coming up here. Going to be faking the handoff, looking for a man, throws it right side, and going to be incomplete trying to fit that one to Vic. That's going to make it 2nd and 15 coming up. Got a man offside, so it's a free play. Here comes Hank Falco, right side, and caught. Rumbling forward, he's going to get back up and keep running. There goes Houston Wilson to the 10. And that's a free play if I ever seen one. Decline the penalty and keep it moving here for Huntington Beach, already on the move. And that's going to go and make it 1st and 10. First big play of the day there for Hank Falco, going up against his former cornerback. I believe that's Keegan Terry that was guarding him. And that's going to go ahead and put Huntington Beach here in some real good field position. First trip in the red zone, looking for a man left side, and wide open. Houston Wilson gets it done. And Huntington Beach wastes no time to get into that end zone. Hank Falco going up against his former team. Said it a few times already, but he's got some new weapons right over the top of Jamal Adams Jr. And that's going to put Huntington Beach on top immediately. Kick is going to be up there for Aiden Teixeira. It's all day. That's going to make it 7-0 to score. Tyler Dethridge coming onto the field for the first time, going up against his former team. Gonna go ahead and send this one away here. And that's gonna go ahead and get sent into the end zone for a touchback. And that's going to go ahead and put Tyler Dethridge onto the field for the first time. Got the victory last week and looking to put that momentum here in this ball game. Very, very hard game going up against a team that drafted you, that you won with, that you battled with. And now he's got a new face of receivers, a new back to work with, as he's going to go ahead and hand it off to Doc Boone, who breaks one tackle, jukes away from another man. He's going to fumble the football and it's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to go ahead and make it 2nd and 9 coming up. I believe Bradford Dexter, the second to one that forced the fumble. Solid rally there. All the movement. Only had a gain of 1 there for Charlotte, as we're going to see die formation here. 2nd and 9 coming up. Big drop back there for Dethridge. Stands tall and misses his mark there. And that's going to make it 3rd and 9 coming up. Huntington Beach with the chance to get off of the field. Faking the handoff, faking again, looking to turn around, chased by Cassidy, and that's going to be a throwaway, and that's going to make it 4th and 9 coming up here for the big homies in Huntington Beach. They're going to get the quick stop, something that they've struggled with this season, giving up points on the opponent's first drive, but they're able to get the stop here. We'll see if that continues that momentum there for the Huntington Beach offense, who's currently in the lead. We'll see the return here by the big homie Vic Dotson, who's going to cut around to about the 29. That's going to put Hank Falco back onto the field. Brian Eschelman up in here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for spending some time with your boy. Make sure you like and subscribe, as they're going to go ahead and pitch it to the left, and there's a lot of room there for the other Wilson. Austin Wilson inside the 30. Inside the 22, the 19, and Huntington Beach is getting busy. Beautiful blocking on the outside, and all he had to do was hit that hole running. Couldn't quite outrun Keegan Terry, but a very respectable gain nonetheless. And Huntington Beach is in business. Mike Jack, what's up, man? Eruption of the Schneid, as we're going to see a handoff right side, going to cut around. There goes Wilson again, getting to about the 16. Not as spectacular as the last carry, but strong nonetheless. It's going to be 2nd and 6, and we'll need another 6 entries in the giveaway, and we could get a quick drawing here for 20 TPE. So make sure you're inviting your people. As you already know, as we're going to see a pass here, looking for a man, going to go right side and going to be caught, and that is going to be dog in him there with the catch in traffic. 3rd and 1 coming up. Handoff, there goes Wilson, who's going to rumble forward and pick up the first. Hey, they said 4th and inches. Okay. That's going to be an interesting spot there. He clearly went past with the football. I'm not 100% sure with that, but it's going to set up 4th down here for Huntington Beach. I know I'm not tripping, right? Kick is going to be up there for me to share. They're just going to take the points. I would have challenged that if I had control. I don't know why that was not a first down. He clearly passed it, but regardless of that, it's a 2-score lead in favor of Huntington Beach. And it's going to be 8 minutes left in the first quarter. We'll see Tyler Dethridge onto the field again. Yeah, man, I thought I was tripping. I thought I was really tripping on that one. But the referees turned a blind eye to the Charlotte Royals on that play. And we'll see what happens as Charlotte hits the offense once again. Aiden with another kickoff. Is this going into the end zone as well? Yes, it will. It's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Doc Boone there in the backfield. Handoff, and he's going to get to about the 30-yard line. Going to make it 2nd and medium. That's something that Charlotte needs to do, is get Doc Boone involved into the offense. K-Dot there on the defensive line, looking for pass rush. Going to look to turn. Going to throw this right side and caught. And it's going to be tight end Joe Beasley, smoking Joe Beasley, getting that 1st down play, a gain of 8. Going to be passing this one, middle of the field, and that's going to be caught. Ralph Rodriguez making his catch, his 1st of the game. It's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. Make sure you get into the predictions as well. How many rushing touchdowns will we see tonight? So far, we have a couple people putting in for 1 or 2, and then we have a few people going 3+ as we're going to see Doc Boone take off, chased down by K-Dot. And here comes Charlotte coming through with the play. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Hit that hole very nicely for sure. Handoff here again, and the beautiful block sets him free to go forward inside the 25. There goes Johnny Blaze coming through for a gain of 8. Mr. J Mac up in here. What's popping, homie? Make sure you invite your people. Second and 2 coming up here. Going to be passing it again. Looking to launch this left side over the top and deflected as Wardell Mem says no to that play. And that's going to make it 3rd and 2. Going to be a big drop back. Going to throw it short and going to be incomplete as Millimeter Defeater knocks that out of the hands of MJ Witten. It's going to be 4th and 2. Charlotte more than likely going to bring the field goal team out. We'll see if they change their minds, and it looks like they do have the offense on the field, getting aggressive, trusting the veteran leadership, and they're going to be handing it off, and Doc Boone's going to make it happen. And the drive continues here for Charlotte. Beautiful blocking up front. Can't be mad at it. Drew Hanna there with the tackle. Handoff in a big hole again. Pushing forward is Johnny Blaze. And it's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. Gonna be passing it here, looking for a man spinning away from pressure. Gonna throw it and finds his man on the sidelines. Doc Boone coming through with the big catch on the sideline to make it 1st and goal. Surrounded by defenders, still makes it happen. That's a great play there by Tyler Deathridge. It's gonna be 1st and goal at the 7. Gonna be passing it here, looking for a man, middle of the field, and gonna be caught. And Charlotte knocks it in Touchdown. Royals. Right on time as Hank Falco playing against his former team. Watching his former team getting a bucket here in the first quarter. Sending this one up, and that's all good. Huntington Beach on top. 2 passing touchdowns there by the former quarterbacks of each team. 1 by each quarterback, I should say. And we're going to go ahead and keep this moving. Huntington Beach back onto the field pretty soon. Need 4 more entries there for the giveaway, so make sure you get up in there. Get some extra drawings up in here as we're going to see the return. Take this one past the 20, stuttering a little bit, trying to find the crease. Can't find one. He'll just take it to the 25, and now put Hank Falco back onto the field. TJ Blackman, Slam Bam Huckleby up in the chat. Both his players played earlier today. Pretty interesting ball game. As we'll see the handoff. There goes Carlton Banks. Gonna decide to cut around the edge or get past the 30. And that's gonna make it 2nd and 4. Handoff for Wilson. Easy money first down past the 45 to about the 47. 1st and 10 Voyagers. And they're looking to get those points back. Handoff, and there goes Wilson again, who's going to cut around and almost get another first down play. Already at 80 yards rushing on 5 carries, and it's going to be 2nd and inches. And yes, I do got my drink on tonight. Might as well. Handoff dog and past the 40 on the other side, getting past the 35, and he's going to pick up 11. Now the ground game here for Huntington Beach starting to click. Two back set, another handoff cutting around and not quite getting the boost he wanted to, but he'll pick up 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Said feed the backs is too easy out here is what Hank Falco says. He don't got to do anything extravagant. Going to be passing it here, going right side, and that's incomplete, and that looked a little too early. So we've seen a first down that should have been a first down, and that looked like an easy pass interference call. But the referees say no to it. It's 3rd and 8 coming up. It didn't even look like he had a chance to catch the football, but here we are, 3rd and 8. Gonna look for a pass, sets his feet and throws it short. Is going to be caught again. And Houston Wilson with a great start to his ball game. Going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Already over 200 total yards in the ball game. As the pocket presence there working so far here for Falco. And that's going to get Huntington Beach back into the red zone for the 3rd time this ball game. Bradford Dexter up in here. What's popping, homie? 10-7 is your score. Huntington Beach looking for another one. Going to pass it, middle of the field, and going to be incomplete there to Wilson. who could not hang on. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Should be one more play left in the first quarter. Nothing much, man. Getting a little sip on, chilling a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All is good. It's the weekend. We're going to be a pass again. They're going to try the same play again, and it works this time as Wilson is going to hang on to it. And that is going to be the end of quarter number 1. Go ahead and throw your twos up. Let's get into it. We're back on Twitch. We're back on commentary. I'm trying to get commentary for those YouTube games. I'm sorry. I've been really busy. So best I could do is I could get the recordings out for you. So at least the games keep rolling. You know what I'm saying? As Falco's going to stop and almost throw a pick. And honestly, he probably would have been better off just running that one in. But it's going to be 2nd and goal regardless. Gonna be handing this one off, and he's gonna try to run forward, and he's almost in there, but got pushed on the second effort back to the 1 yard line, and now it's gonna be 3rd and goal. It happens to the best of quarterbacks, though. Houston in the slot there to the top of the formation, along with the big homie Carlton Banks. Is going to be a pass, going to throw it right side and almost throws a pick. As that is going to be 4th and goal. Actually, not really a pick. He kind of swatted that one down. But it's going to be 4th and goal regardless. Huntington Beach decisions to make here to keep their offense on. Yes, they do. As they're going to go ahead and set up 4th and goal coming up here. Single back formation, drop back, sets his feet left side, and going to be incomplete. I think he got pushed out too hard. They're going to say unnecessary roughness. They're on Charlotte's cornerback, or should I say strong safety Cherry Scrim. So they're going to go ahead and make it 1st and goal at the 1. I had a feeling it was unnecessary roughness. I've seen it a few times in test sims. As we're going to see a handoff. Austin Wilson with the dolphin dive over the top. Did you see the hops on that boy? He's up in the air. Touchdown. Voyagers. Look how high he was. Like, it's insane. How did he jump that high? I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And that's going to go ahead and make rushing touchdown number 1 on the ball game. So whoever has one selected, they're hoping that it stays that way. Kick is going to be up and the kick will be good. And that's a 13-play, 75-yard drive there for the Voyagers to make it a 10-score affair. Once again, I should say. And just so you all know, like, there is some more things in the Twitch store. I did add a 50 TPE piece, and you can buy that one time a season. So if you haven't already, go ahead and purchase yourself 50 TPE for your player. You know what I'm saying? As we're going to see this one going into the mix, into the end zone, I should say. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 here for Charlotte. Handoff here to Boone. Going to bounce around and find the crease to get past the 30. A gain of 5 there on that play. I'm not the 3, not the 2, not the what? 2nd and 5 coming up here for Charlotte. Handoff, no, it's a fake. Gonna throw it quickly and finds his man turning up past midfield. Potentially, no, he's a little short, but it's gonna be another 1st down here for Charlotte. Nice play there. Can't be mad at it. As we only need 2 more entries for the giveaway, and we could go ahead and get a drawing out. 10 minutes left in the second. They're going to hand this one off, and K-Dot's right there to slow that one down. A gain of 3. Could have been a lot worse, but he outran that blocking coverage there. He seen that, or she did, I should say. Gonna be passing it again. Protection solid, passes better, first down play. Tackled by Millimeter Defeater. And that's gonna be the big homie John Smith Jr. coming through with the catch. I formation. Coming up here, and it's going to be another handoff, another big hole, and another first down. Here comes the Royals doing their thing so far tonight, keeping themselves in the ball game. Shotgun set. Going to be passing this middle of the field and going to be caught again for another first down play. Here comes Charlotte doing their thug thizzle, as the homeboys say. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. 8 minutes left in the second. Don't forget, we got the giveaways coming on here. And just because I love you, I'm going to go ahead and do 12 tonight. So shout out to the big homies looking left side and going to be caught. Or psych, it's going to be incomplete. It's going to be Wardell Mims knocking that one out. I thought he held on to it. Going to be looking right side and deflected. There goes the big homie, Adam Leach, who's had a storied history against Charlotte. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up. And that's going to be a penalty there. False start coming up here. Hawkbusters / Goosebusters there. Goosebusters got the W in the last game, so make sure you watch that. Comeback victory. That was pretty crazy. His left side, and that's incomplete as Drew Hanna gets into that pass lane, and that's going to be 4th down. As it looks like Jake Parkey looking for the field goal and going to knock it through. And that'll keep it at a 7-point affair, 17-10. As Huntington Beach will hit the field again. Going to send this one away into the end zone. Vic is going to think about it and say no to it, as we're going to go ahead and get our first 2 entries of the day. First one will go to Mr. Ryan Davis, and the second one will go to Mr. Goose / Hawkbuster. So congratulations there on that, as we're going to see the pass there to Mr. Wilson, a juke move, and he's going to take it for a gain of 8 for what I believe is his second catch of the game. Whole politicking up in here was popping, homie. Came close in a loss against the big homies in DC earlier today as Wheezy Porter. Really good game though. As we're going to see a stretch to the left side, and it's going to be enough for a fairly easy first down. Austin Wilson already on pace for about 175, 200 yards rushing. Got to be a handoff there to dog in him. And he's not going to get too much there. Well, actually, he's got to gain a 4. There's nothing wrong with that. 2nd and 6 coming up. Making the handoff here. Gonna look to step to his right and finds his main man, Vic, who's got his first catch of the game. And he's gonna turn up a little bit. He's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up. And we're waiting to see that matchup. See how Charlotte will be able to contend against number 87. And on that play, they're actually kind of lucky that they didn't get that last block there from Udensky, because he probably could have got the touchdown. You know what I'm saying? As looks like Mr. TJ Blackman's going to buy something for his offensive player, Slam Bam Huckabee. Is going to see a handoff cutting around and getting to about the 30. It's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up. And what trait are you getting for your offensive player? Make sure you DM me so I don't forget, because I'll put it in after the game ends here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a pass here, looking left side and caught. Going to be a gain of about 7. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. Going to be a handoff, cutting up and going to rumble forward and pick up those extra yards. 2 yards away from getting to 100 yards on the ground. As my boy Kyle Wu is like, yeah, let me get that 50 TPE real quick for Cyril Thomas. It's a run after catch, homie. Okay, I got you. I'll go ahead and throw that on there for you. As we're going to see a pass right side and caught. There goes Dante Chambers coming through with the catch, picking up 6. And Kyle Wu also adding on a trait. I don't know if I allowed like the ability for you to type something. So yeah, just DM me what you want on that side. I'll re-enable it one of these days. It's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. Looking for a man, going to go middle of the field and almost throws a pick as number 35 tried to cut that one off. Did a pretty good job. Gunslinger 3, quarterback throw motion. Can't be mad at it. Is it quicker? I mean, normally the gunslinger ones and the slingers are the quicker ones. But I'll make sure that happens for you, big homie. Gonna send his feet, looking at 10, is gonna find Wilson again. Houston Wilson gets number 2 in the first half. And Huntington Beach's offense is turning up. Gets both feet inbounds, can't be mad at it. Secured the pass. 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Kick is up and golden. Another 10-plus play drive here for Huntington Beach. Gets them up 14 here in the first half. Sending this one away. And it's going to be into the end zone for yet another touchback. As we'll see Charlotte hit the field. Doc Boone have himself a fairly successful game. Almost averaging 7 to carry on 8 touches. And he's looking for more. As they're trying to keep themselves in the ball game here. It's 24-10. As we're going to see a handoff. There goes Doc Boone, who's going to find a little baby crease and gets past the 30 to pick up 8. And that average will move up a little bit with that play. 2nd and 2. Handoff pushing forward and gets stuffed. Led by Drew Hanna and Cassidy Dotson. Going to be 3rd and 2 coming up as the run defense is looking really strong. Handing this off left side, looking for a first, going to find the first, but there is a flag on the play. That'll more than likely send them back a little bit. Holding there on the left side of the line, potentially. No, it was the wide receiver. Couldn't quite tell where he was before the play, so I can't tell if it was like on the running side or on the opposite side. But it's going to be the 2-minute warning here. Charlotte with the football, still in a fairly decent spot. They just need to get up the field a little bit as they're going to see a pass, going to stand tall and finds a man, but he cannot hang on through contact as the defense here for Huntington Beach. Playing some of their stronger defensive games so far in this one. Going to go ahead and send this one away. It's 4th and 7. Is going to be returned to get to about the 25-yard line, and that's really about it. It's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun set, faking the handoff, looking for a man off the back foot, finds his man. That's going to be Wilson again, getting to the 50. And Falco's on this, throw it up in the air. Houston Wilson is down there somewhere, right over the top. Perfectly placed ball in between some defenders, and that's going to make it 1st and 10 here for Huntington Beach. As they're turning up the speed just a little bit. 1 minute, 20 seconds left. They're going to go ahead and fake the handoff again. Going to look left side and caught again. Turn it up past the 35 to about the 30. And Houston Wilson is just living in his world right now. It's 1st and 10. Already over 150 yards. We're going to mark that at 164. As it looks like they're putting the pressure there on Alco and Dante and Vic. Leaving one man open is going to be caught there, and it's going to be DJ McFadden getting his first catch of the game. It's going to be 2nd and 2 coming up. "40 seconds left. Huntington Beach with 2 timeouts. We got the giveaways coming up soon. Going to be dropped back here. Going to look right side and caught again. There goes Dante rumbling forward, and he's going to get up in there. The rookie wide receiver getting it done. And the Voyagers are running away with it here in the first half. Wide open over the top. Mr. Chambers with that hoodie, making it happen. Hoodie Chambers, as there's only 35 seconds left. Kick is going to be up and it's going to be good. And what a great game so far here for the big homies in Huntington Beach. 31-10 is your score. Going to be looking for the return, getting to about the 19-yard line, and Charlotte looking to go ahead and do it here. Gonna be a big drop back, looking for a man, middle of the field, and gonna be caught past the 30. And that's gonna make it 1st and 10. $27. Looking good right side and going to be caught inside Huntington Beach territory with it. They're going to call their second to last timeout. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Charlotte again. Going to be passing this left side over the top and incomplete. A beautiful hit there by Norman Martell going up against his former team. He said, "Don't try me, cuz it's going to be 2nd and 10. Going to be passing their left side and going to be caught inside the 25-yard line, and they'll call their final timeout here with 13 seconds. Shotgun said they're going to keep their offense on the field. Aggressiveness is needed here for Charlotte, going right side, and he's going to be wide open. It's MJW. And that is going to be a score there for Charlotte right before the half. Only needed 30 seconds to do it. And it looked like the defensive back over there outran the coverage, thinking it was going to go to the back of the end zone, but Tyler Deathridge fooled them a little bit there. Nice play. That's going to go ahead and make it 31-17, assuming they make the extra point. Kick is going to be up, and the kick is going to be all good to go. Nine seconds left. Huntington Beach looking for hopefully the same type of flavor there to close the half. We'll see what they do, as Jake Parkey's going to send this one away, and it's going to be in play. So it's going to be a return there by Vic. He's going to get to about the 22, and Huntington Beach is just going to go ahead and kneel this one out. They said they did their job in this particular game so far. And we'll go ahead and take this into the half. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to do 6 drawings here on this one. So first one will go to Mr. Dante Chambers. Got himself a touchdown. Nice job. Second one will go to either Bradford Dexter II or Ajay Dexter. The next one will go to myself, a.k.a. Cassidy Dotson. This next one will go to Slam Bam Huckabee, Sean Justice, and finally it will go to either Miko Myers or Jack Shames, depending on what J-Mac wants. And looks like Braden said he wants it for B-Dex. I ain't mad at you, Big Pimpin'. So I'll go ahead and notate that, as we'll go ahead and continue on with the gameplay. Let's go ahead and do it. Huntington Beach had the ball to start out the half. Start the game. So it's going to be Charlotte with the football, looking to double dip, if you will, right off of a touchdown, try to get another one. And that'll definitely help out their chances. Going to be a handoff here and going to run straight into the defensive tackle, Josh Schloyer. Going to make it 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to be looking right side and wide open. It's going to be caught. MJ Witten, already a touchdown in the game. Looking to get another one. That was a nice play there by Dethridge. Right over the top of the man defense. And it's going to be 1st and 10 inside Huntington Beach territory. Tackled by Hawk Busters there coming from the middle of the field. Gonna be handing this one off to the right side and not getting too much on that play. Nice coverage there overall. Cassidy Dotson and Norman Martell making the tackle. Gonna be passing this again, looking middle of the field, and gonna be incomplete as K Dot knocks that one free. And now it's gonna be 3rd and long coming up. Passing it again, looking for a man. Protection's breaking down. Then he's going to launch it deep, and it's going to be swatted away as Wardell Mims says no to that. Beautiful coverage all the way down the field, and the Huntington Beach defense stands tall after allowing some yards. 4th and 8. Going to be sending this one away, and that's going now to the back of the end zone. 10 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter as you see Houston Wilson with his stats looking real nice. 7 catches, 164 yards, and 2 TDs. Looking for more in what has been one of his best games of his career. 1st and 10 coming up, looking for a man. Going to go ahead and go short with it. There goes Mr. Chambers getting past the 30, getting past the 35-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here comes the Voyagers. They see right there they're going to elect to go on the short route. They left them wide open, and he uses all that blazing speed to cover the rest of the yardage, getting the 1st down and then some. 14-point ball game in favor of Huntington Beach, looking to extend it. Second and 7 coming up here. High formation, they're going to go ahead and send Kovu Udensky there in motion and then hand it off. And he's going to try to use his blocks as Wilson to get close to the 1st down mark. It's going to be 3rd and 2. High formation coming up. Dogging him in the backfield. They elect to keep it on the ground, and it works to perfection, enough to get the 1st down to get him past midfield. And Huntington Beach is once again on the move here. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Gonna be cutting around, trying to find the crease, but he got bottled up there, only taking the gain of 1 on that play. sets his feet and finds a dart to Vic inside the 30. And Huntington Beach is on the move. Going to be looking left side and misses his mark there. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Shotgun set, 2nd and 10. Here comes Huntington Beach. Going to be passing it again quickly to the left side, and there goes Carlton Banks getting into the mix, and it's 1st and goal, missing out on what has been a great season so far. He could have had another touchdown. Currently leading the league with over 10 and over a span of 6 games. Going to look to see if he could get another one tonight. So far, the offense has been percolating, looking for a 1st and goal here. And they're going to try to hand it off. Austin Wilson rumbling forward and picking it up. And that is rushing touchdown number 2 in the game. That's going to go ahead and make it happen here. Great job there by the Voyagers offense getting it done. Kick is going to be up and good, 38-17. Here in the 3rd quarter, past the halfway mark. We're going to go ahead and keep it moving here. Trying to go for the pass there, and once again Huntington Beach coming through with the strong defensive performance, and that's going to force yet another punt here on the Charlotte team, who's struggling to move the ball down the field. Going to let the game keep rolling. Apologies again, working with the dog at the current moment. I'll be right back with you. As we're going to see the pass here, going to try to step away, but it's going to be a sack. And it's going to make it 4th and 16 coming up here for Huntington Beach. They're going to have to punt it away. Okay, I'm back. I seen majority of it on my phone screen while I was out, but that's going to go ahead and take us to the end of the third quarter. 34's up in the chat. Huntington Beach with the strong performance tonight on essentially all phases of the football game. Offensively, defensively, they've been knocking through their special team field goals, punting well. Charlotte looking for some sort of action here offensively as they're going to find a man to the 40 and get into the 37. Great play there. Tyler Deathridge on the move, trying to close this gap a little bit. On the middle of the field, trying to dive and catch his Witten, not to be. It's going to make it 2nd and 10 coming. As there is a big matchup brewing up next week for DC versus Huntington Beach. So make sure you watch out for that ball game. Should be interesting. I'm going to be passing this one again, looking for a man spinning away from pressure, running out of time and going to get sacked. And there goes Frank Doom coming through with the sack. 2nd and 13 coming up. Not a lot of pass rush overall in this ball game, but the secondary has been very, very strong. Going to launch this left side, going to be incomplete, and that's going to make it 3rd and 13. Third down coming up here. Going to spin away, gets hit as he throws, and that was, I believe, Bradford Dexter. No, it was not. That was actually Josh Floyer there with the pressure. But they're starting to converge on them a little bit, just not getting home as often as they'd like to. But the offensive line there for Charlotte doing a pretty decent job in pass protection as we see 4th and 13 coming up. Charlotte needs to get past the 18-yard line, keep the drive alive. Going to look for a man here, steps up, goes right side, and incomplete. And the Huntington Beach defense gets off of the field. We'll see the offense come back on. Handoff here, and he just gets swarmed there by Shane Knox. Completely dismantled on that play. 2nd and 11. 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Handoff again, trying to bounce outside, and they're going to give him a free 15. Despite the great coverage, Toxic Jelly Bean was popping, homie. First and 10 coming up. Handoff here, finding the crease, bounce outside with it, gets to midfield, and that's going to make it 2nd and 7. Shotgun set, Going to be another handoff, pushing forward, looking for it, and they're going to give him yet another 15. That's bad news. Bears 2 face mask penalties when you need to get the football back. It's going to make it 1st and 10 at the 30. And Huntington Beach is right back in business to score another touchdown. Going to be handoff, going to be looking for a man, going to rumble forward, trying to break the tackle. Was going to be 2nd and 5. Gotta get past the 20 for the first down play to keep it on the ground. Got some blocks up front. Gonna be a little short. And there goes Jason Banks. That's a name I wasn't expecting to see so far this season, but he did find a way to get some touches here. It's gonna be 3rd and 1. The third halfback getting into the mix. High formation coming up. Maybe they're giving the big homie some rest, as Dog Enum's going to break away and he's going to get inside the 15. 6 carries for 41 yards there for Dog Enum, making it happen as the Huntington Beach drive continues. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man, going to launch right side and caught, turning up, and not quite the first down, but he will make it 2nd and inches as Dog Enum. Shotgun set, handoff. There goes Banks pushing forward. He's going to dive for a slam. And he says he's going to take advantage of these touches, and he's going to add on a rushing touchdown tonight. Kick is going to be up, and it will be good. 52-17 is your score. As Huntington Beach is just working this down to their favor. They're going to keep it moving. 6.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Looking like a fairly easy W in favor of the Voyagers. As this sets up. What is it, 7-7? 7-0 for both the Voyagers and the Tribe. And that'll be the last game of next week. So make sure you watch out for that. That's going to be interesting. Gonna be running this one to the right side, trying to get to the 20. I think he barely made it. And that's going to put Tyler Deathridge back onto the field once again against his former team. Huntington Beach over 550 total yards. And what was a dominant game from start to finish, as that is going to be caught there. There's going to be Ralph Rodriguez. You could tell that's him. He got the pink cleats. He's got the lightning sleeve. Hawkbusters there with solo tackle number 6 on the game. He should be in the top 5 when it's all said and done tonight. 1st and 10 coming up. Passing it again, looking for a man, goes short with it and caught, turn it up, 1st down play. There goes John Smith Jr. And it's going to go ahead and make it 1st and 10, 5.5 minutes left in the 4th. Time trickling down here. Gonna look for a man, spins away, goes left side with it, and it's gonna be picked off. Huntington Beach says, let me go ahead and do it again. Adam Leach, untouched. And that's a big bucket. Tyler Deathridge didn't do too much right in this ball game offensively, but that's definitely a killer right there. The man coverage there from Adam Leach. He's been doing it since his career began. And he's going to go ahead and put some points on the board to seal the deal. Kicking this one up, and kick is going to be good. 59-17 is your score. First and 10 coming up here. Looking for a man, going to throw it short. It's going to be caught, but going nowhere. And Doc Boone is going to lose a yard there. Bo Cannon, also a former Charlotte Royal. Didn't I say that earlier? But he's going up against his former team. (59-17) is your score. Looking for a man here. They're going to send forward. Doesn't get home, and he cannot hang on as he's falling towards the ground. There's going to be 3rd and 11. Prince Revels, the rookie cornerback, making the play. Gonna be taking this one up. It's 4th and inches. That looked like he actually got it on that second effort. And it looks like Charlotte is going to challenge it. I think he got it. We'll see the replay on this one. You see right there, he's rolling over millimeter defeater. And I think that was the extra juice. You see the lunge there, the football definitely made it happen there for sure. Going to be looking for a pass here. Goes left side and going to be punched out again. Going to be passing the left side wide open. Witten getting to about the 45-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. It's going to turn up here. It's 2nd and goal coming up here. It's going to be interesting to see if they could get into the end zone one more time. Looking right side and incomplete. And it's going to make it 3rd and goal coming up. Third and goal coming up here. Huntington Beach looking for a goal line stand. Gonna be looking. It's gonna be incomplete. It's 4th and goal. Gonna be sending this one away to the end zone for a touchback. And Huntington Beach is back onto the field. Essentially looking to burn some clock, take this into the next week. They've done all they needed to do in this one, a 39-point victory. If this is where the score stands, we'll see if they get a little crazy at the end of the game, as they're going to hand this one off to make it to the 29-yard line. Hand this one off again and finding the crease for a first down play, adding on to those stats. Dogging them, doing a pretty good job in this ball game. Tackled by Keegan Terry. Going to be rushing that one. Banks getting one more carry more than likely. 2nd and 8 coming up here. And I am a little bit busy here, so I'm just going to roll through the stats and everything. And I will get the spins out as well. So I'll go ahead and post them all in the chat and all the good stuff. 2nd and 8 coming up, stretching it, looking for another crease, some more yards here for Dogging him, and he's going to go ahead and get about 6. And that should be the end of the ball game here in this one, as a Tyler Deathridge looks on. 3rd and 4. And that'll be the end of the ball game here, folks. 59-20. As Huntington Beach wins at home. Vic Dotson and Hank Falco coming through victorious. Norman Martell doing his thing. Adam Leach getting yet another interception for a touchdown against Charlotte in his career. As they're going to go ahead and set this one up, I'll go ahead and do the spins right now. Get that out the way. As we have Mikey Jackson, Brian Eshelman, we got Jay Underwood, we have Hank Falco, and the big homie Carlton Banks to close it out as we go into the stats. I'm just going to roll through them really quick. Apologies, I'm not saying anything. I still have a little bit of work to do, but I'm kind of doing it two-handed here. So I'll go ahead and go through 27 minutes there for Huntington Beach, and I'll be right back as I scroll through these stats. Okay, I'm back for this part here as we're looking through a little bit of the highlights. You see right there, Houston Wilson with a nasty route left from number 48, Sleep. And he's going to pick up his first touchdown of the game there. Great job. Verbal Kent on the other side. And contested. I remember this catch. It was pretty crazy. Nice job there through the contest, making it happen. As we go to the second quarter, scrolling through, see if we can find some good plays. Here's another touchdown there to Mr. Houston Wilson. And I believe he's on the left side there over the top. Yes, he is. He's going to knock that one through with relative ease. And then we're going to go ahead and find Mr. Dante Chambers over the top with that route. Easy money running through the tackler. And it's going to go ahead and turn up. Let's see MJ Witten here. Good job there. Nice pass to end the half. Right outside of the reach there, the big homie, Adam Leach. Looking a little bit further up, we're into the second half now. Austin Wilson will score the touchdown here. Looking to push through. He's going to go ahead and knock it through. Pretty easy there. We're going to find a sack here. There on Hank Falco. Nicely done there up the middle. He's going to force the pressure, get him out of his way. A little bit further up, big pass there to set up another touchdown is going to go to Mr. Vic Dotson. I wasn't on commentary for that ball game, but as you can see, that one went pretty good there over the top, and they put Jeff Jefferson over on them. That's easy money right there. Can't be mad at it. A little bit further up, Kovu Udinski with one of the better plays of the game. Contested catch over the top, lunges for it, and I didn't even show. I wasn't even on here, but I did see that he was stuck in the T-pose at the end of the play. Like he was like stuck in the T-pose. I didn't do that. I seen it on my phone when it happened. That was pretty ridiculous. Why are you on the T-pose? Oh, that's just ridiculous. But got to make sure I get a picture of that at the end of the game. Post that. A little bit further up, we're going into the fourth quarter now. It's all Huntington Beach at this point. Mr. Banks is going to get up in the end zone. Pretty simple. Nice job there all the way around. And then we're going to go ahead and see some more plays. They play in the band. They ain't mad at it. Let me just check something real quick. Hold up. There you go. And here comes Tyler Deathridge coming through with the play. Over the top, trying to get it to the big homie. And this is actually the pick, by the way. As you're going to see him run across the middle, and Adam Leach right on top making it happen. And he's not going to get touched all the way through to the end zone. Going to make that happen. Big play of the game right there. And those are the main plays there, but we got MJ Witten on a pass when the game's pretty much sealed. Nice pass there to the left side, making it happen. And there's just a carry there by Dogging. So that's really about it, folks. We're going to go ahead and set up for tomorrow's game. So make sure you watch out for that. It's Miami and it's going to be Detroit to close out the match here, or close out the week, I should say. But without further ado, I'll go ahead and talk to you later. Stay safe, everybody.